Hi! Today I want to quickly show you what the American Diabetes Association has to say about carbs and why they frankly need to change the recommendations and base them on science rather than on outdated advice that has been shown to not work for the last 40 years or more. So this is their website, and today is the 8th of February 2021 here in New Zealand. And if you have a look at what they say, what's important is actually just pretty much all in the first paragraph here. And they say that the main purpose of carbs in the diet is to provide energy as your body's main fuel source. I might be a little bit stingy about this, but they have been saying this for years, and this is one of the biggest lies out there. First of all, our bodies can run just fine on fat and ketones, and as a matter of fact, it is much better and much healthier to use fat for fuel than carbs. Something else you might not know is that when sugar is used for energy, the amount of free radicals produced increase way more than when we burn fat. And I think we can all agree that free radicals are mostly bad news. You might also have heard that when you're diabetic, you are at an increased risk for cardiovascular disease and cancer and other diseases. I'm not saying that this is the main reason, but we all know that where there are a lot of free radicals, there will be a lot of damage on cells and on DNA. Damaged cells in the vessel walls can form arterial plaques, and that can then lead to heart attacks and stroke. And damage on DNA, for example, can lead to cancer and other diseases. So in my opinion, we are putting gasoline on the fire when we add even more carbs to the system, because we will add more free radicals that can do a lot of damage and cause inflammation. Secondly, no type 2 diabetic are lacking in carbs. That's the whole point. I don't know how they miss this, but the way we diagnose type 2 diabetes is based on how much blood sugar you have in your blood and how good you are at clearing it. So the main symptom of diabetes is high blood sugar, too much sugar in the system. There's no lack of available carbs. Type 2 diabetics have enough carbs. We do not need to add more carbs for energy. It's there. You might not be able to use it very efficiently, but adding more carbs is not going to solve that problem. So why would we need to add more? We can actually use the carbs that we already have to the best of our ability. You might even have noticed that there's plenty of sugar in your blood even after a 12 to 16 hour fast. Believe me, you do not need to add more. Okay. Thirdly, not all type 2 diabetics are overweight or obese, but all diabetics are most likely TOFI, which means that they are thin on the outside and fat on the inside. Essentially what that means is that they have a lot of fat buildup in and around their organs, including the liver and the pancreas. And the pancreas is where your insulin is produced and stored and released from. So this is contributing to the insulin resistance that you have and the decreased function in your pancreas. So yes, ADA, I totally agree that carbs play a big role, but not because we need them, but because we need to avoid them. Okay? I hope you can see how crazy this is and that you realize that we really can't trust these organizations blindly. They do a lot of good work, but unfortunately, despite having improved certain areas of their nutritional recommendations, some parts really need to be looked at and updated with more science-based recommendations. So if you want to learn more about science and how the science can help you reverse your diabetes, join our growing community of type 2 diabetics on Facebook. And please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel.